be mindful. You're gonna make mistakes. It's okay. I'm getting emotional. Hold on. And before I continue, don't judge me. Judge your mama. Thank you. Carry on. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nicole, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since we talked like this, right? I know, right? Y'all see the hair? It's different, right? It grew. Check her out. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Nicole. Go ahead and grab a seat. Get comfortable. Yes. You comfortable? You good? Okay. I'm gonna share 10 mistakes that I've made since I've been living in LA. I've been in LA since 2017. So this will be 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, this will actually be 6 years. May will make 6 years in LA. I got some experience that I can share, and I think it might be helpful. So without further ado, we are going to get right into this video. And before I continue, don't judge me. Judge your mama. Thank you. Carry on. Number 1. This is the first mistake out the gate. My first mistake living in LA, not paying parking tickets. Pay your parking tickets. As soon as you get it, pay it. And honestly, okay, yes, it was a little irresponsibility mixed in part with I ain't have the money to pay for it, and they will grow on you, okay? They will grow on you. They give you a certain amount of time that you are allotted to pay your tickets, but if you don't pay, that fine increases. If you don't pay and they pile up, I think it's 5, they have the right to tow your car. They will take your car and you will not be able to get it until you pay off the parking tickets. It will also be accruing a fee while it's on that tow lot. I end up paying 2 stacks, $2,000 to get my car out from the parking tickets. Like the parking tickets on top of the fee, on top of the other fee. Shout out to my friends that helped me out to get my car out. Wow, I think that was the first major lesson that I learned living in LA. I say it all with a smile, but when I tell y'all, I was crying. Pay your parking tickets. LA don't play. Read them signs, y'all. Read them signs. Them signs that be like, read them. My second mistake that I made living in LA is getting caught up in Hollywood. I got caught up in a sense of, I felt like I needed to be here. I needed to be on this scene. I needed to be outside. I needed to be rocking the latest fashions. I needed that money, that fast life to keep up with the Joneses. And honestly, that was a hard lesson for me, because when I hit rock bottom in my own way, when it finally caught up to me and I realized that I was so far from who I truly am, it was a major shock. It was a major, how did I get here moment? And I can't give you all my business, but what I will say is I was working for a well-known individual and I got lost in the sauce. I had access to all of this stuff that it ended up biting me in my ass, because I just got lost of who I was. I felt like, well, since I got access to it working with this person, this is the fast track life that I'm supposed to be on. Like this was my ticket into everything that people think living in LA. And what's crazy about it is, when I was like me sharing with you all, like me living in Los Angeles, I didn't even share it because I had to sign NDAs and whatnot, but I didn't even share it. And looking back on it, it was like, why would I want to share it? Because it would have gave y'all a false version, a false sense of my reality. And it would have been, I was pretending to be someone that I was not. And ultimately, I learned the biggest lesson of that. Always remain true to who you are. Always remain true to who you are. Like, it's very easy to get lost in the sauce out here. And fill in the blanks. I ain't talking about drugs. I ain't talking about nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, that fast life, that money, that out on the scene, you need this clothes, you need this bag. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not wrong to have that stuff. But to attain it the right way, like, do the right thing and remain true to who you are. There's no harm in changing, evolving, but for the right reasons. Getting caught up in Hollywood. Number 3, getting lost in the shuffle. the chuck and jive, the shuffle of working to survive living in LA. There has been many moments, shucks, low-key even right now, as I'm making this video, like in the back of my mind, it's like, oh, I need to be driving. I started driving for Uber. I need to be doing this. I gotta build this build. Cutting that noise off and really trying to hone in on your creative, on the main reason why you came out here. It's so easy to get lost in in just working to simply pay your rent, to pay your phone bill, to pay whatever bill, to eat. It's so easily for your time to be consumed in just focusing on that you have to fight with allotting some time to feed your passion, to feed your creativity, to feed the reason why you came out here. You can get so lost in just trying to pay for this life that you forget to live. And that's a big mistake that I made. Number 4, isolating instead of leaning into my friendships community. Whew. For those of you who've been here for a minute, y'all know I be gone. I be out. Y'all don't be seeing me. I think the longest I've been was like a year or so. But not even just y'all, with my actual friendships, people that know me, that I know, that I love, my family. Those moments where it gets hard. Sometimes when you're living out here, it feels like it's kind of hard to talk to people back home because they don't understand that you're dream chasing and why you chose to take on this huge shark where you could have been safe back home, or it could have been easier or an alternative route. With that on top of trying to survive, I tended to isolate, and I'm still working on that now. I'm not perfect. What? Hello? You don't hear from me? I'm not texting back. I say it's a mistake because in those times where I actually needed that community, even if we didn't talk about whatever hardship situation I had going on, having someone there to just be like, hey, I'm here. It's okay. Like, let's go for a walk. My girl Tyra, who y'all gonna see in my upcoming video, we have these conversations a lot because we live extremely close to each other. And that is my girl, like, for real. Off camera, that is my girl. And it's like, she wouldn't hear from me for weeks. And it's like, well, damn, you literally a walk across the street. Just be reminded that you do have friendship. You do have a community. I know a lot of people on here ask me, how do I find friends? How do I build that community? And it's by going places that actually interest you, like actual things that you like to do. There's so many different type of clubs and organizations you can find on Facebook, classes that you can take, you can find on Eventbrite. There's so many different things. I actually throw events myself, shameless plug. Follow my page, Everything Social, for community events that I plan to throw this year. Hold on, y'all. There's so many different things but you have to put yourself out there. Actually going outside and being open to embracing your community, finding a community, that's the best way. That was my best way to go about it. And I had that community, and there was a lot of times where I just be like, and even y'all, I appreciate y'all for reaching on me in the moments where it was dark on this channel. So isolate when you need to, but not all the time. What's the word opposite of isolate? Reach out. Ooh, number 5. Whew. Asking for help too late. Asking for help too late was another mistake I made living in Los Angeles. Times get hard. Times it get hard sometimes, y'all. There have been moments where I had no other option but to put my pride aside and ask for help. In the moments that I did ask for help, when I needed help, the bill was only X amount, but then it grew to triple X amount by the time I asked because I had nowhere else to go. I was in a corner. I was my back to the wall. As soon as you need help, like, call on them lifelines. Put that pride aside. Like, don't be afraid to get online. Like, there are so many different resources available. There are, like, if it's with housing, there's some housingla.org. I'm gonna put it in the description. Like, it's so many resources available to us now in this day and age that if we don't ask for help, we pretty much shooting ourselves in the foot. Oh, I've done it a couple times. It goes back to my 4th one, like, lean into your community, lean into your family, your friends, especially the people, like your support group, the people that know you're out there, that believe in you. Like, if they can help you, they want to help you. And I learned that the hard way. Even with my car situation, I was $2K in the hole. And I think I made a Facebook post that I was like, hey y'all, like I need help. Anything helps, but I need help. And I was able to get my car out. I think that following week, there were people that were calling me just to like check on me. They know that I was isolated, and then when I tell them, they be like, it's okay, I got you, how can I help? And I just be like, man, thank you, angels. Like, God, thank you, because I didn't know what I was about to do. And I'm saying all this for the smile right now, but y'all, it's been some dark times. And some of the videos I even shared those moments with you guys, and I'm just so grateful for my community for coming through for you, girl, because I would not still be here if I did not say anything. You know, if I just tried to eat it, I would not be here. Number 6, faking it until you make it. You know that saying, fake it till you make it, but the wrong way. That saying has a pro and con to it. Like, fake it till you make it in the sense of like believe in yourself to a point where it's like that belief, that confidence shows up, versus the fake it till you make it where you overspending, neglecting your actual responsibilities. At the end of the day, those people that you're putting on for don't matter. They don't matter. Because the real ones who really support you, want to see you grow, they are going to understand if you don't got it. Like, if you don't got it, you don't got it. You don't have to jump through loops just to try to keep up this appearance, because at the end of the day, you only cheating yourself. I've done this in my early years, trying to, like I said, be outside, be at all the brunches, be at all the social scenes when I didn't have it. And looking back on it, it was just so stupid. Or even taking trips. Let me say that. Even taking trips. Flying back home to see family. Like, I sacrificed jobs to fly back home when I really needed that job. I would like tell myself, yeah, family over everything. Yes, it's true. But it's like, if I'm not covering my ass here, and then I call them like, hey, I need help to cover my ass here. You get what I'm saying? Like, it didn't add up. Number 7, losing sight of what I came out here to do. And this, it just expands upon all the things that I said. Getting caught up in Hollywood, faking it until I'm making it. Like, I lose sight, like, to the point where it's like my focus is completely off. Like, I'm not even creating. I'm not even putting out videos. I'm not even, you know, sharing this journey, because I got so far, so deep down the road to a point of I don't even know what I'm doing out here. And it's not even that I don't know. It's just that I'm doing so many things that's not what I set out to do, that I'm on a completely different path. I really need to get back on track to what I want to do. Having these experiences that I once was so excited to have, which leads me into my next point. Another mistake I've made living in LA, being way too hard on myself, not giving myself grace. Ooh, there have been some pits. There have been some pitfalls. I'll wait for the plane. Come on, plane. All right. There have been a lot of pit stops, falls, moments where I dropped the ball, that I was punishing myself for, that like there was no room for grace, there was no room for forgiveness. And with that, I tend to shut down. I'm not sharing my light with the world, with anyone. And it's like, because I'm so hard on myself. You know, they say that you are your own biggest critic. And ooh, child, sorry. That's something that I definitely had to learn. Above anything, like, I'm still human. I am a light, and even with being a light, that doesn't mean that I'm perfect. You know, even with me seeing myself as a leader, that doesn't mean that I always make the right decisions, that I always do the right thing. With that, acknowledging it, forgiving myself, and moving forward was something that I really struggled with. And I'm not gonna say I lost a lot of time beating on myself instead of dusting myself off, forgiving myself, hugging myself, like, all right, get back in the game. Just be mindful, you're not always gonna be 100% your best self. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make decisions that you probably wish you made a different decision, like when looking back, but you have to forgive yourself in order to move forward. You have to give yourself grace, just like you give others, just like you give that man, your partner, never mind, before I go on a tangent, you have to forgive yourself. It's huge. That is so huge. That's one of the biggest things that I learned during this journey is forgiving myself, because I am not perfect. You know, this is my first time doing all of this at every age. I am 29, about to be 30 soon, and I've made some mistakes in my 20s that I've just been like, whoa, Janae, like, you should know better. And even in moments that I thought I did know better, and I still fell short. Forgiving myself for those moments was hard, but it's something that I definitely learned to do, like, quickly. Instead of dwelling on a mistake, instead of being down, beating myself up, counting myself out the game, literally, like, come here. I forgive you, girl. I forgive you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm getting emotional. Hold on. It's okay. We're gonna make mistakes, and they're gonna be like the best lessons in retrospect. Like they are actually preparing us to be better moving forward. So embrace them, accept them, learn from them, learn how to count your loss as lessons. Like that is important. That is important. And the sooner you do that, the better you could stick and move. Number 9, quitting. Mistakes I made living in LA. You cannot quit. You cannot quit. You can't quit. You can't quit. You could rest. You could take a break, but you can't quit. You can't quit on yourself. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about no job. I'm talking about on yourself. When you quit and give up on yourself, from the instance that I've been here, like that was definitely one of the hardest, like one of the biggest mistakes that I made, like instance. And when I realized it and I got back on the ball, like instead of continuing to push forward, when I just gave up on certain things, on certain projects, when I learned that I can't quit, like I have to persevere. I have to keep going. I have to push forward. My 100% today might not be the same tomorrow. It might not ever look the same within a week, but I have to keep going, laying a brick down. Right now, I've had this YouTube for so long, and I say quitting even with this. I mean, I've taken breaks, extended breaks, but I have so much footage that I quit on that I just like put to the side because it wasn't this, it wasn't that, or, you know, like projects that I let fall to the side because it wasn't this or it wasn't that. Instead of putting it out there and learning as I go, like continue going. Don't quit. Don't quit. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be 100% all together. You know, you never know who your path is going to inspire. You don't know. So you can't quit. And outside of that, it's for you. If it ain't for no one else, it's for you. Like when I started this channel, I said, I want to see where I'm going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I want to see how far I'll come. I want to be able to look back. I want when my kids, and whatever device they have in the year 2050, 2060, to look back and see, dang, that was Nana. Nana was fire. Nana had it hard, but she didn't quit. So don't quit, guys. You got to keep going. That was a mistake I've made. And from that, I learned to rest, but don't quit. Keep going. The 10th mistake I made living in LA, forgetting that this is a journey and not a destination. It's not one final destination that I'm trying to reach. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes, but in the same breath, I have accomplished things. I have been a press model. I have been featured in a series that now airs on BET Plus. Like I've accomplished different things. And when I accomplished them things, you know what question people ask after it was done? They don't even ask like, how was it? What did you like about it? They ask, what's next? That's the question. What's next? And that's not to, you know, put that pressure on you, but it's just to remind you that it is a journey, not a destination, because you're going to reach these points and they're going to be great. But guess what? They, like the excitement, the thrill of them all, they only last for so long. So if you get caught up on that one point, that one stop, you're gonna miss everything else that life has to offer you, that your journey here has to offer you. And like, this is not even just talking about LA, wherever you're at right now, you're gonna miss out on what's up ahead if you forget that it's not a destination, it's a journey. All of it, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, like all of it is a journey. So keep that in mind, no matter what your goal is. Even with goals, like once you obtain a goal, do you just stop? No, you create another goal. Like you keep going. So don't quit, keep going. Remember that this is a journey. What Nipsey say? It's a marathon. Like keep going. So those are my 10 mistakes I personally made living in Los Angeles. I've learned so much. I can't believe it's about to be 6 years, but I'm so excited for what is up ahead, what's in store. I have some great things in store for you guys as well. And I'm excited to share. Thank you guys for being along this journey with me. For those of you who've been here since I moved here, since I first said I moved into LA, thank you so much for always pouring into me and supporting me. I pray that these videos bring you joy, laughter, whatever you take from it. I'm just happy to be able to share with you. That is all for this video. Until next time, be love. Most importantly, be light.